Hey guys, welcome back to Schmicky's Custom Cars. Steve here. So today's order of business. I'm actually sitting in the Mustang, getting ready to go to the car wash station. Today's video is on how to detail your car, the best method I know how. We're going to review the products that I use. We're going to review the proper way to keep a clean terry cloth, sponge, whatever you use. And we're just going to go through that process. It has been crappy weather the past 2 weeks. It's done nothing but rain. It's been freezing cold. Today we got a little bit of sunshine, but it's still freezing cold. We had a winter storm come through last night. The wind's pretty bad, so if you guys hear some wind breaking up the sound in the video, I apologize in advance. I'm gonna try to keep the camera shielded from that as much as possible. But with that being said, guys, let's get to business. Hey guys, we're at the car washing station getting ready to give the Mustang a bath. So I just want to show you guys a couple of the products I use. Due to the wind, they just fell off the station, but needless to say, we're gonna get right to it. So guys, here's the products that I use. I like using this. It's got little gold beads in it. That's the wax bubbles, I guess you would call it. I don't know what the technical word is. But that's what I use. I always use definitely microfiber towels when drying the car. I don't use the traditional shimmy all the time, but I do use it, you know, when it's hot out. Like times like now when the wind's blowing and the temperature's not so heavy, not so hot, I tend to use these. They seem to pick up the water a little bit better. They're not as stiff or frozen like the traditional wet shimmy is. I use two different types of microfiber scrubbers. I like the big one for the body. I use this one for the body. Then I use the small dual action. You got the little fabric fingers here, and then the soft microfiber sponge on the backside. I use this for the wheels just for the simple fact that I don't want more of the coating coming off. Like I showed you in the other videos, the coating does come off the wheels after a while, and I'm just trying to prolong that instead of having to do it. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the car is absolutely filthy. It hasn't been washed for like 2 weeks. It's nasty. And unfortunately, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'll show you anyways. The last time I washed the car, the day after, I got behind an infamous chicken truck, and like, dude, for 10 miles I got sprayed with chicken poop and urine, and it was literally all down the front of the car, all the way up to the windshield. I ended up having to use my windshield wipers because I was stuck behind this guy, and those birds were just, you know, doing their business, and I was catching it all. Guys, I do use the 2-bucket method. I like to keep the water clean that has the soap in it that I'm going to dip the sponge in to make sure I don't carry any dirt or debris over into the clean bucket. So I use 1 bucket to rinse and 1 bucket for my soap. I tend to do that because you don't want to scratch the paint more so than what it already is. Those of you guys with custom paint, fresh paint, new paint jobs, you definitely don't want to risk getting the super fine scratches. Like, I don't know if you can see it in the paint, kind of in the dim lit area, but mine is just covered. This is just an expert precaution for me because I don't want to put any more damage onto the paint. So this summer when we go to correct it, just be one more scratch I got to take out. I like a lot of soap. I want to know that it's getting clean, and these type of hand washers, the pads I use, they're not the best at absorbing suds, but they're really good at retaining soap. So they don't produce suds, they just retain the soap, and I use double the amount because, you know, because I want to. Alright guys, so now we're going to do the wheels. Sorry for the footage of the car. I've had to reset the camera like 8 times because of the wind. Hopefully you got a good view of how I do it. I always try to go from the top of the car to the bottom rocker on everything. You always want to wash the dirt down. You never want to start at the bottom and work your way up. It's kind of pointless. So we got the car pretty much rinsed off. We hit it all 360 degrees. Now it's the part that I don't know anyone that enjoys this part of washing a car. I personally hate it, but it's just one of those things that you got to do, right? You can't have a beautiful, pristine paint clean and then have a set of dirty shoes on it. So, like I said, these are painted. They've been plasti dipped. So we're just gonna wash them up real good. You definitely don't want to use anything abrasive on painted wheels. You definitely don't want to go through a car wash. You definitely don't want to really do anything kind of abrasive because you don't want to ruin the finish of your wheels. Make sure you always get the tires. Like I see guys, you know, they scrub the crap out of the wheels, they clean, but they never clean the tires. They just hit it with some tire spray and be done with it. But that's not me. That's not the way I do it. Make sure you get in there, get all the soap out, try to get all that loosened brake dust out. Just repeat after you're scrubbing each wheel. Make sure you rinse it out very well. So you squirt out them inner fenders. Those inner fender wells real good. Clean. Her shoes are clean. Her wheels are clean. No dirt. Now it's time to dry her. We got her clean 360 degrees around. She's looking good. Looking good. Alright guys, so this one's going to be the way to dry your Mustang. So like I said in the beginning of the video, you can either use terry cloths or you can use a chamois cloth. The choice is yours. But with as cold as it is out here, I don't know how well a chamois cloth is going to work. We're going to try it, but I'm not thinking we're going to have a best of luck because it is like 30 degrees out with the sun. So, but we'll try it. We got the Absorber XL picked up from AutoZone. I've had this one for a while. I used it on other vehicles, used it on my truck, and now it's being used on my Mustang. So what you want to do when you use one of these, you want to get it out of the container, put it on the surface you're going to use it on. A lot of people wet them first. I typically don't. I just put them on the car, let it absorb the water from the vehicle, and then I've got my squeegee action ready to go. So these things, they're notorious. So if you get them dirty, throw it away. If you get it soap on them, throw it away. Because the micro pores in this thing will actually store the soap. And every time you wring it, it agitates the chemicals in the soap, and there you go. You got more soap. So you'll literally never get it out. Just throw it in the garbage, start over and get a new one. Fortunately, I've never contaminated this one with soap, so it's good to go. It's lasted me a while. So we're gonna go ahead and try this thing. Next thing, guys, is your microfiber towel. So 99% of the car is now clean. It has got the water off. It is dry. Now we're just gonna get a couple of the leftover spots, like here on the windshield and around the mirrors and whatnot. So I just use a circular motion. But the washing wax, when you dry with a terry cloth, microfiber towel, it polishes the paint. So yeah, you want to make sure you get the windows spotless. I don't know about you guys, but I hate spots on my windows. You want to get all of these areas nice and clean. No water spots. Something like ruining a fresh washing and leaving water spots on your car. It's the worst thing ever. Again, you want to get all the excess water off. This is why I like using a microfiber, because it absorbs, it picks up the water, it doesn't leave streaks or spots, and it polishes the paint as you're doing it. It gives it a nice buff. So we got around here. This guy's all clean and dry. She looks good. She's looking shiny. She's looking shiny. The next and final tip to detailing your exterior of your car is now tire shine, and we're gonna walk through. All right, guys, now it's time for tire shine. So I don't know about you, but I have been lost in the auto parts store, any given one, looking at the hundreds of cans of tire shine. You got wet, you got dry, you got foam, you got non-foam, you got name brand, you got no brand. There's just hundreds of them out there. You got gels even. So it's very hard for me just to pick one. Me personally, I like that super shine, no mess. Put it on there. It's super sticky. That's the only thing that sucks about the ones I like. They're super sticky, but they last forever. There's different brands out there. You put it on there, it looks great for a few hours, and you go back outside, it's like you never even put it on. And unfortunately, that's a lot of the big name brands. So I use this brand right here. You can get it at AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Walmart, Napa, even anywhere you can go to get car detailing supplies, it's sold there. So what I like about this one, it's not just for tires. You got trim coating. So if you got a lot of black panels on your vehicle, you can spray this stuff on there and it makes it look brand new. Now mind you, it's not a back to black function, but when you detail your entire car with it, it looks freaking phenomenal. About this stuff is this right here. It says no drips, no runs. I love that, because there's nothing that I hate more is to use some tire shine and take a trip down the road from the car wash and it's all over the car. Tire shine to your car, you want to get all this water off, because as soon as you spray this on there, it's just going to beat up in the water and it's going to look like garbage. You're going to have to re-wipe it and reapply it. So that's why I look for the no drip, no runs, because it simply, I don't want to clean up a mess after I've spent a few hours detailing my ride. I want it to look just as clean, just as good as when I finished it. So guys, we're going to go ahead and hit these tires, get them shined up, and I'll give you a good walk around after I'm finished. Alright guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed washing. Like I said, this is just my take on washing my vehicle. Mind you, not all the time-lapse footage came out great, just because a couple of times the camera fell and I just couldn't get the right angles. Don't have the right gear yet, guys, but I am working on it. This was just a DIY tutorial on an average guy's take on a car wash. Stay tuned, guys. Next we're going to do engine bay detailing. A lot of folks have a lot of opinions on how to do it, and I'm just going to share with you my take on it. We're going to make it look great. We're going to take it looking from a 100,000 mile car to a 500 mile car. Stay tuned.